What a week it's been in soccer, Cobra Land. We're back here. I'm Vela.
I'm Yanni. I'm Tommy.
We're all back here for another big game discussion. Big week. Any special mentions starting off our first discussion point?
Well,
you go.
yeah, but before we get into the thing, I want to send a special mention out to a new fan, young Dean Pistevos.
Oh, Dean!
Tuned in and he says it's the greatest show on YouTube and he can't wait to show all his friends. So, Dean, thanks for watching and keep watching.
And one and only viewer.
Yes, it's watched all our episodes.
Has anyone seen how many numbers we had last week?
Not too sure. Not too
Should
sure.
we get to double figures?
Yes, I'm quite disappointed. We won't go into our discussion points
During the ad
first.
break, we'll check.
Yeah, we'll check that out. But listen, I'm disappointed. We were nominated for a light entertainment program.
We
missed out. We missed out.
We got beaten by the AFL Grand Final, I think, which is...
It's disappointing,
ridiculous.
really. I mean, the AFL Grand Final had Fremantle. Surely we're bigger than Fremantle.
And the other thing, the AFL Grand Final wasn't filmed in full HD.
Ooh, we are. Listen, let's talk about a few players first, because since Cobras TV has gone global, we've gone global now. We're not just staying in our little dingy studio we were last year. Certain players have been approached by some big sponsors. The captain, Mark Wierenberg, he was initially on a commercial for Bunnings. Masters Builders now, they want to get on him. So Masters Builders, Nich Talides, he's opened up another franchise for another gelati truck. I know he hasn't provided us
Is he
with
going to put a face on the side?
He hasn't.
If he's going to put a face on the side, I'd recommend Dainty.
He hasn't provided us with gelati, but listen, we'll put it out there. Dainty, talking about Dainty, Hollywood. They've come a knocking. 2 goals again. So they've come a knocking. George Antonoulis, Melbourne Heart have sent him an email. My sources tell me they want him to get him away from Melbourne Victory. They want him on board with Melbourne Heart.
He wants to set up the South Terrace.
The South Terrace.
I'm not sure that...
Can't wait to talk about Victory, Georgie.
I'm not sure that George is step away from the Victory though. He's fairly committed.
Talking about Victory.
Well,
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. And last of all, Oscar played a great game. Play girl. They want you. So
he has got the physique.
He does have the physique. Let's start into the game. The reserve game. South Yarra 2, Cobras 2. Discussion points, boys.
Another draw, but an away draw. So points taken away from the Snake Pit, which is a good thing. And I think Johnny T's doing all the right things, and the reserves are certainly moving in the right direction.
Yes. Tommy?
I think that's a great result. I think they're second on the table now, a game in hand at number 2. It's looking good after a steady start to the year.
Yep.
Looking pretty good.
Goals for 11, goals against 7, sitting on 8 points. A little bit disappointed having a discussion with Johnny T. Could have gone away with maybe a win second half, but listen, it's a draw, as you said, Yanni away from home. Good result overall, I guess. Yep. Let's move into the seniors game, which we defeated South Yarra 3-1. A goal to Danny Nash and the Maasai Big Dave Dainty, 2 goals.
There's been some calls to rename Cobras TV Dainty TV from George Antonoulis.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's a big Dainty fan.
We want the money special K to do that.
Yes.
Well, sticking to Cobras only.
The Venoms are all over. How the hell?
Well, no, look, I don't know that Dainty was
a big turnout. Big turnout.
It was a good turnout. We had
our accountant.
We had the CFO Pedro Piri Sauce was down there.
Yep.
Nick Pusty was down there.
Nick,
with his young son Dean.
There.
Hi again, Dean.
Yep.
We also had who else?
Who else turned up?
Yourself, myself.
Yep.
We were there. And
Tommy Hill was out on assignment, looking for LTEL. We're still getting there.
And Special K was sighted across the pitch, hiding under a tree.
He was.
So he was there. Good to see him in an away game. Thanks for coming down, George.
Any discussion points, Yanni?
I don't think Dainty was our best player, but he was in the right spot at the right time when he kicked those 2 goals. So credit to him for.
How many has he got for the year?
I think that's 5 now. 5 in 3 games.
Yeah.
He's got 2 doubles and the game winner last week. So double in his
4 or
second
5. I'm not too sure.
When's the grudge match coming up? You're playing his old team.
Well, we'd be looking forward to that.
Bayside, they're in a different league. We've gone leaps and bounds.
Unfortunately, Bayside, you won't get to see Dainty again. I actually think the other player that came over from Bayside,
Danny. Oh no.
number 4. He's a mean-looking fellow.
Number 4. Just can't.
Little ponytail.
Oh no, that's the ex Old Brighton striker.
Sorry,
that's
Old Brighton.
Danny. Yeah.
You know, he was very solid. I think him and Chris at the back.
Yep.
Yeah, very
Chris?
solid as well. I don't know. I'm just making up names.
There was Dragan Perry.
Perry.
Perry, Tommy's favourite, Perry.
What about
Perry was
Con?
good.
And
No,
Mark.
Con?
There's no cons.
The,
No, Cons.
no
I
Cons.
thought it was a Greek team.
No, no cons.
What's the guy's name with the
Which one?
number 41 or what's happened here? Special K's ringing us
Special
right now.
K's
Would you
is it-
believe
is
this?
it- No. Karagunis,
Hang on,
Special
George,
K.
we are declining you.
Special K, actually Special K. And the lights have turned
Whoa.
open. Here we go. The lights have opened.
The power bill has been paid.
Special K was actually just
Paulie.
just like then. Paulie who?
I don't know.
Chris,
Chris,
Chris Polly.
See,
No,
Chris.
Chris
I was
Polly.
right.
No, tall, left foot over
Yes,
middle. Yep.
very solid down back.
What we'll do, we'll go to a
Yep.
quick break.
Yep.
See if maybe we can get Special K on the line.
Oh, here we go.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back.
There you go.
May I see your papers, please?
Και συγγνώμη, γιατί μιλάς εγγλέζικα?
Your papers, please. Your papers or I'm gonna shoot.
Εσύ σωτ!
Me too. I need the backup.
Alright guys, first of all, did you like the commercial?
I loved it.
Loved it, Tommy?
I loved it.
Beautiful. Listen, what do you need to say, Yanni?
Special K, we've just spoken to him. We've got an exclusive interview with Special K coming up, so
Yep.
stay tuned. It'll be towards the end of the episode.
Must watch TV.
This is one of our best.
Yep,
And
I agree.
It's enlightening.
There you go. Next segment. Tommy, Yanni, what have we got?
Have we got Vella's Venom?
Do you want to hit with Vella's Venom first?
Well, let's get into it early. Why
Yeah,
not?
let's get into it.
Vella's Venom.
Alright, who are we going to hit? Our favourite, Georgie A's favourite, Melbourne Victory, Brisbane Roar. I know, George, you love Vella's Venom, and in particular, you love talking about Melbourne Victory. We love talking about Melbourne Victory,
do.
especially when they lose.
Well,
Hang on, can I just say something? It wasn't a penalty. Putting it out there.
no.
It wasn't a penalty.
That's not even a Vella's Venom.
No.
That's a Vella's Venom's bumhole because that was a clear penalty. And it's 2 in a week.
Oh.
So Victory's season's been completely ended by 2 dubious not called penalties. Both of them, I think, were definitely there.
Really?
The
Tommy?
Milligan one
Well,
most
there's always,
definitely.
it seems to me every time Victory loses, there's always an excuse.
Well, look, given the schedule
One
that
word
they've
could be
had-
robbed,
Injuries.
one word could be
Games.
excuses.
The
I'm going for
road to
excuses.
Look at the schedule they've had, and I think they've put in an outstanding performance over the last month to get as far as they did in the Champions League to give themselves a chance to go through.
I'm with
And
Vella
to
on
get through
this.
the first week of the finals and take it to Brisbane for 93 minutes and not get that penalty at the end,
An
I
outstanding
think it's a
performance
well.
is
Yep.
going up there and getting the job done.
Listen, we want to toast Brisbane Roar. Thank you.
Well, you want to toast Brisbane more. I'm sticking with the Victory and Georgie A.
Georgie A wants us to get rid of Thompson.
He does want some moves,
My
mate.
my favourite Barbarouses. I like him, apart from any Costas.
What about Mitch Langerak?
Langerak, he's in Germany.
He
He's in Germany,
His
is he?
territory.
That
was
Can we
Vella's
speak
Venom.
about Germany quickly? Big
Ooh,
game
ooh,
tomorrow.
ooh,
Bayern
ooh.
Munich and Real
Oh,
Madrid.
it's going to be a big game.
It's the second leg of the semi-final. It's at Bayern.
Who's going to be up?
Well, I'll definitely be
You
up
are?
at 4:30 watching it. And
Yep.
Real Madrid are in a tight race with Atletico for the title, so they've had to play all their players over the weekend. Bayern Munich had a 5-2 win with their second-rate side. I'm saying that it's going to be a 3-1 Bayern win. I think we'll be leading 2-0 in the first half, and there'll be a goal each in the second half. And it'll be. Then I'm calling it a Bayern Chelsea final.
There you go. You heard it from Yanni.
Vella-
Listen, our next segment, Tommy's been to Stalactites 15 days in a row. He loves this segment. Tommy, which one is it?
As you can probably see, I've eaten a bit. Yeah, good soup, bad soup.
Okay.
Good soup. I'm going to kick it off with Jose Mourinho's tactics against Liverpool. Was it an ugly sight for the game?
Listen, if you're a Liverpool supporter, obviously it wasn't a good outcome. It wasn't a great spectacle to watch. I fell asleep 3 times maybe in the second half. If you're a Man City supporter like Tommy Gunn there is, perfect type of tactical...
He got the job done.
He got the
did
job
what he had
done.
to do.
He got the job
Nothing
done. I'm
special.
a non-biased supporter because I'm an Arsenal follower.
Yeah.
So I think tactically it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, he did what he needed to do to make sure that his team didn't surrender 3 points.
Yep.
And we're going to walk away with at least 1.
Yep.
Was it ugly? Yes. The time wasting, it was not an enjoyable game to watch.
It wasn't.
And Liverpool threw everything at
Chelsea.
But when you've got a six-man defence that are just playing a straight line across the box, you're not going to score.
How many buses did they park?
Well, they parked the bus, the car, the horse, the dog, and the next door neighbour's Range Rover. So it was. Look, I thought it was ugly, tactically brilliant, but it wasn't good to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't good to watch.
I got another one.
Yes.
Melbourne Victory should disband.
Oh,
It's a terrible suit.
a terrible Sue.
It's a drop
Listen,
in the middle
hang
of the
on.
road, Sue.
You're biased. You've got shares in Melbourne Victory. I think we need to have terrible teams
In the A-League?
in the A-League in order to showcase how good the NSL was.
Well, who would win? South Melbourne in 2000-2001 or the current Melbourne Victory
South
team?
Melbourne, clearly.
Um,
Clearly South Melbourne.
And our good friend
had-
Steve Osafidi playing there.
South Melbourne had Australian international players, and not only
We
that...
do.
Who?
We've got
Thompson.
Milligan.
Milligan?
Musket,
Rogic?
Mad Dog.
Yeah, okay. Mad Dog. Musket, we used to be in there.
Archie, still.
Archie? No, he's on the out of there.
He's still in the squad.
Listen, back in the NSL days, you really did have, and we talked about this briefly, and I know our friend there, we know who he is, he doesn't like the NSL. He thinks the NSL was a terrible league, a terrible decision even to continue past 20 or 30 years, Georgie Antonoulis. But I believe, not mention names, I believe the NSL days, and we touched on this, had that atmosphere.
The passion of the NSL,
Yep.
I certainly enjoyed more than what you get at Victory.
Yep.
Or
Even
any
Tommy
A-League
turned up
games
to
now.
a few Green Gully
The
Moolabuk Barkers
the
games
only
in the NSL
club
days.
in the A-League that has an NSL feel about it, supporter-wise,
They're in the grand
is
final.
Western Sydney.
Exactly.
No,
There's-
no,
hang on.
no,
I hate
Victory Park.
in the
Victory
A-League.
Park.
In the A-League, yes.
Western Sydney supporters
Yep.
are the best supporters in the competition.
I agree.
By a stretch.
I agree.
A long
There
stretch.
you go, the lights have opened.
Every supporter there's in the colours. Every
Yep.
supporter there they've got the passion, and,
Well,
and they've got that thing where they're
Look
not
what the
looking at
NSL.
the
The
game.
NSL gave us the golden era in Australian football.
There you go.
What has the A-League given the Australian team?
At the moment, nothing.
It's given us
Nothing.
5 goals in the grand final from Archie Thompson.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
10 now at least.
We'll go to a break.
We will.
She's absolutely perfect.
And the best part, in each hand, she has a cold Bud Light. Good day, gentlemen.
What a waste of 2 Bud Lights. Bud Light. Great taste, great times.
The Venus de Milo!
First of all, before you get into it, did you love the commercial?
Oh, it's up there again. I mean, I loved the Special K last week. I liked the Razzmatazz of last season and the Decoré, but that's one of the better ones.
Thank you.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Well, Tommy, you will
Tommy.
see it.
All right. Our next game, away from home again, Knox City FC. Let's have a look. Where are they sitting?
Well, we don't care where they're sitting. They're sitting second.
Oh, big game.
So we do care where they're
Big
sitting.
game. 6-parter.
Is this at the same stadium where our
It
first
is.
game of the
First
season
game.
was? So, well, it's a home game for them, but this is a ground that we've played at a number of times because
Yeah.
it's where we played our catch-up games. It's where we played the night games.
First game as well, that's right. So Saturday afternoon again, 3
You know
o'clock.
what? I think we're going to turn the tables this time.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm just going to call it as a 2-1 result. We still can't stop the league
2-1.
goals.
Who's going to win? Who's going to score for us?
Look, I think Dainty will score another one.
Dainty and who else?
And I can't tell you who the next. I think
No.
I think the second goal will come from broken play somewhere.
Okay. Tommy.
This is the first time I'm doing it this year. But this game is the shoe-in of the week. Cobras to win 3-1.
Champagne. Loving it.
Dainty to kick 2 plus an
There you
own
go.
goal.
Plus an own goal.
Plus an own goal.
Shoe-in of the week.
There you go. I think we are going to win 1-0. And I don't think Dainty's going to score. I think the enforcer is back, Joe Miles. He didn't play on the weekend. That would have suited him the game.
Speaking of
The British Isles type.
enforcers,
Yes.
the Pedro liked to call him the Brazilian Mamba. Came on as a substitute late in the game on the weekend.
He's not Brazilian, he's Greek, but he looks like South American. Tass?
I think, given Tass is going to give it more time this week, isn't he?
Well, you would think so. You know what? To tell you the truth, it would actually suit him to play at that type of venue. He wasn't
It's
registered
spot on
as a
for
player.
him.
Yeah, it is. Quick, fast,
synthetic surface.
surface.
He's used to playing on more quality pitches, and if they can get, do you think you'll get 30 to 45 minutes out of him this week?
You would at least
I
want.
don't know that he'll start.
I don't know. Yeah, you probably think a good half hour at least.
But look, if we can get a half an hour out of him, he's going to provide plenty, and he's going to give Dainty plenty of opportunities coming down that right wing, feeding the ball.
I agree. Alrighty. That's the episode.
It is, and
Thanks for joining us.
But before we go,
Yes.
we have got some big audio footage, whatever you want to call it. It's coming up next. It's the Special K interview. So we're going to sign off for this week, and we look forward to seeing everyone down at the game this week. And thanks to all of our 4 followers for watching. But stay tuned and listen to the Special K interview because it's not to be missed. And we'll see you next week.
Special K, listen, we wanted to talk to you because we've just received notification from the Football Federation that a new player has signed, which is fantastic. We're hearing good things about that. Joe Arnold is his name, from what our sources tell us. We're just wanting to gain your thoughts. Listen, you must be watching Cobras TV because we know that you've been out looking for some quality players, and it's telling now. The squad is looking very, very comfortable. The coach is looking on the ball. Just your thoughts for this season, George?
Listen, there's been a lot of work that's been happening in the last 18 months. The boys that have come along have fitted well, and you've got to take nothing away from the previous boys that were there and carried the club for the last couple of years.
Especially me, thank you.
Is the Jimmy V tribute match going to happen?
Hey?
The Jimmy V tribute match, is that going to happen?
We're talking to management.
Which match?
The Jimmy V, the Vela, the tribute match.
My match, man. I broke my knee had to be operated for your club, George. Remember that?
I take nothing away from there. Remember who carried you off the pitch, mate?
Yeah, true.
Cobras TV understands that there's a writ that's been issued by Jim against the club for damages.
I wouldn't do that. Listen, as you said, Georgie, a lot of work has been done over the last year and a half, and it's telling now. It's showing quality players, good coaches. The results have been there for us. A great result over the weekend in a tough match where the I guess you could say the new boys provided that strength, that extra bulk that we probably lacked last season, and I guess it's looking to be a good season.
It's looking promising. Like I said, it's nice to be able to go out there on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night, make a cup of coffee, sit back and just watch the boys train, and suddenly you know you're at a different level. The whole squad has lifted to a different level. For me, from my perspective, from the club's perspective, I think we've done everything that we possibly can. We're trying to do whatever we can to support the lads. And from here on, it's the boys and the coach that need to do the job.
Yeah.
Enjoy their football, play the good football, and get the results.
Now, George, given the signings that we've had this season and the improvement to the squad, realistically, where do you see us finishing up this year?
The top end of the table. There's no question about it.
By what round? Do you believe? Just joking. Listen, we know. Listen, the top teams and the team that we're playing this week, George, at Knox, it's a 6-game,
a 6-point game.
A 6-point game. Sorry, they're sitting on 10. We're sitting on 9. We beat this team. We're looking good.
Well, we put ourselves in a good position for the rest of the second half of the first part of the season. If we can win this game,
we've been in these positions before, guys, and we know that the season is a long one.
Yep.
Right? The early part of the season is everybody's gun ho, and then you hit that lull. I think with the lads that we've got and the attitude of the boys, it's fairly promising. It does make your hair stand up on the back of your neck.
We saw you get
and you'd have a fair bit of that.
Listen,
wouldn't you, George?
you got a bit aggressive there on the weekend, George. You just needed, you know what? The referee had it all under control. All 15 studs up tackles that he didn't give any yellow card. At least I have a talking to.
Counted 14 stud high tackles from one particular player that played in the middle of the field, and when it happened in front of me on Chris, I kind of lost it with the referee because I believe that he had a duty of care, and if any of my boys get maimed,
we call that passion.
Well, you did have to be restrained. You were almost on the pitch at one point.
I just made sure that the referee heard that I thought he had a duty of care and he needed to hold.
Did you tell him in Greek?
You know what? From there on, he did. Yeah, lucky nobody got maimed before that.
Yeah.
George, one final question from me. Any word on a contract extension for Yossa?
Oh, that's a big question. Here we go.
I'll pull out a line from Yossa, right? We'll take it 1 week at a time.
All right, and there we have it, Cobras TV, the exclusive. We've been waiting for this for how long now? 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years. There you go. That's the final whistle on Cobras TV. From the whole Cobras TV panel, thank you, Special K. Have a great week, and we'll see you at Knox.
See you then, guys.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.